All right, guys. So, in order to help you out with some of the homework today, since I will not be here for you to go over it with you, I'm going to work through three of the problems, numbers 1, 3, and 5 today. And that way you at least can have half of the problems to look at. I'm going to leave the other half with the substitute as an answer key. So, if you do need any help with those problems, just let the substitute know and they can probably walk you through what to do. All right. So with number 1, we've got the area for our shaded region that we're trying to find, which is the triangle. In order to do that, we're going to have to also take away the area for this circle, which is not shaded. So let's go ahead and find the area for our entire triangle first. So for the area for our triangle, remember that our formula that we're going to use for that is the area is equal to 1/2 the base multiplied by your height. In this case, the base of your triangle is 40 kilometers and the height is 27 kilometers. So when you put those into our formula, that's going to be 1/2 multiplied by 40 multiplied by 27. And when you multiply those three numbers together, you should end up with 540. All right, so obviously that is the area for the triangle. The one thing we have to make sure of, though, is that it really doesn't actually have that full area because we need to take away this area for the circle. So let's go ahead and find the area for our circle right now. So remember the area formula for a circle is pi r squared. For that circle in the middle, we were told that the diameter was 12 kilometers. So that would tell you that the radius, which would only be half of that, would have to be 6 kilometers. So putting that into our formula, we're going to have pi multiplied by 6 squared. And 6 squared is 36. We'll go ahead and put that in front of pi. So that would be the area for our circle. So to fill in these blanks, the area for our entire figure is 540. That was the area for our triangle. The area for the unshaded region was our circle, so that would be 36 pi. And then the area for our shaded figure then would be to take our full area, which is 540, minus the area for our unshaded region, so minus 36 pi. All right, and since we are leaving pi as part of our answer, that's actually all we've got to do. We are done. All right, so let's go down and take a look at number 3. So on number 3, the area for the shaded region is what we're looking for. This time we're dealing with two circles. So let's go ahead and find the area for the larger circle first, and then we'll find the area for the smaller circle, and then we will do our subtraction. So for our larger circle, the area formula is going to be pi r squared. For the radius, keep in mind that the radius is the entire length from the center all the way out to this outer ring right here. And so what you need to do is add together those two smaller pieces. So 1 centimeter plus 3 centimeters tells you that the radius for the larger circle is actually going to be 4 centimeters. So for our area, we're going to take pi multiplied by the number 4 squared. And 4 squared is 16. So our area is going to be 16 pi. Next, we'll go ahead and find the area for our smaller circle. Now the formula for that is still the same, it's just we're going to be using obviously a different radius. So the area is still going to be equal to pi r squared, but this time our smaller circle has a radius of just 1 centimeter. So we're going to go ahead and put that in, so that's pi multiplied by 1 squared, and 1 squared obviously is just 1, so that would be 1 pi, or the better way to write that is as just pi. So now, in order to find the area for our shaded figure, what we're going to do is we're going to take 16 pi minus the 1 pi that we had for our smaller circle. And then when we simplify that, because we actually can simplify this one, they both have pi, so we can combine like terms. 16 minus 1 is 15 pi. That would be the area for our shaded figure. All right, let's take a look at one last example here. We're going to take a look at number 5 from the homework. And then, like I said, if you have questions on the even numbered problems 2, 4, and 6, then feel free to ask the substitute and they can help you out with those. All right, So for this last one, let's first find the area for our entire figure. That entire figure that's missing a part of it right here, which I'll just kind of draw in this imaginary line, is a parallelogram. So let's go ahead and find the area for our parallelogram first. Now remember that the formula for the area of a parallelogram is that it's equal to the base multiplied by the height. In this case, our base is equal to 26, and our height is equal to 15. So to put those into our formula, we're going to take 26 and multiply by 15, and then that will tell us that the area for our parallelogram is going to be equal to 390. So there's the area for our entire figure would be 390. Next, we need to figure out what the area is for this triangle that's missing. So remember that the formula for the area of a triangle is that it's equal to 1/2 the base multiplied by the height. Now looking at that triangle, and it's kind of tilted a little bit, but our base is actually right here, that's 24. Our height, we don't know just yet, but we need to figure that out if we're going to find the area for this triangle. In order to find the height, keep in mind that for a parallelogram, the sides which are opposite one another are also congruent to one another. So this side length, this imaginary side length, is also going to be the 26 feet, just like it was on the bottom. So now we're going to have to do a little bit of Pythagorean theorem in order to find this missing height. So remember, for Pythagorean theorem, we're going to take a squared plus b squared and let that equal c squared. So for a squared, we'll just let that be our height, so that's h squared. For b squared, that we can just leave as the same as the base, so that would be 24 squared, is equal to c squared, which is our hypotenuse, and that's 26 squared. So let's do a little bit of simplifying here. We're going to take 24 and square it, and 24 squared is going to be equal to 576. So we'll have h squared plus 576 is equal to 26 squared, which is 676. So now to get h squared by itself, let's go ahead and subtract 576 from both sides. That's going to leave us with h squared being equal to 100. And then to get h by itself, think about what number is being squared to be 100, or take the square root of 100, either way you prefer to do that. And we're going to find out that this missing height that we needed to know in order to find the area is equal to 10. So now we should have everything we need to find the area for our triangle. We're going to take 1/2 multiplied by our base, which we knew was 24, multiplied by the height that we just found, which was 10. And when we simplify that, we're going to come up with an area of 120. So that would be the area for our unshaded figure. Now we need to find the area for our shaded figure. So that would be taking the total area, which is 390, minus the area for our unshaded portion, which was 120. And when you subtract those two numbers, you're going to get 270. So then that would have to be the area for our unshaded, or for our shaded figure. All right, guys, so hopefully that helps you out with a little bit with homework. Like I said, if there are other questions, feel free to ask the substitute, and they can help you out with those. Until next time, guys, have a good rest of your day.